Okay, so let's just say about 2015, you had 119,973 polling units in Anambra. Oh, that was across the country. How many polling units do you have in Anambra State that you're going to use 6,200 polling units for? I mean, card readers.
We have 4,608 polling units in Anambra. You know that a polling unit holds up to 500 registered voters. Where there are more than 500, we have created what we call voting points. And as of today, we have up to 733 voting points in Anambra. So if you put the numbers together, we have 5,339 voting points. That's including the polling units and the voting points we have created. So voting points are the actual places where people come and cast their votes.
So by this calculation, you're going to be deploying at least one card reader per voting point.
Exactly.
What if it fails? Are you going to go manual?
We have replacement that, like I just mentioned. We have 5,339 voting points, but we have over 6,200 card readers. So we have already a reserve redundancy, enough redundancy to cater. We don't expect that we will lose more than 1,000 card readers.
But do you have up to 1,000 redundant card readers in case you have 1,000 failures? Or you don't think that can happen?
That's what I have just mentioned to you. We require 5,339. We have 6,200 card readers ready to be deployed.
So you have less than 1,000 redundant card readers. That's what I'm asking. What if you have, yes, what if you have 1,000 card readers failing at once?
We can have that kind of massive failure. We don't anticipate that.
Okay, Mr. Oji. Okay, peradventure you do. What's the plan?
First is to reassure you that based on the due diligence that we have taken, we don't anticipate to have 1,000 card readers fail. But assuming we have failures in that manner, then it's already a crisis situation, and then we have to suspend the elections in those areas that they fail.
Okay, so suppose these failures occur in remote
but additional
areas.
Yeah, go ahead.
We have taken additional measures. We have also prepared 300 additional batteries, aside from the 6,200. So for batteries, issues like that, we have made provisions for 300 additional batteries that are redundancy in case there are battery failures. So in all, if you add batteries, you have made provisions up to 1,500 failures. But of course, we don't anticipate that there will be this kind of massive shock.
Okay, and in cases where card readers fail in remote areas?
What we have done is to, these areas are usually contained within local government areas. So we have polling units, we have rack centers, we have wards, we have local governments before we have states. So we have also earmarked additional redundancies that will be deployed to each local government so that they can be quickly a replacement. And mind you, the good thing about Anambra State is that you don't really have several remote areas that are difficult to reach. Anambra is a place that you can reach the far ends of the state within a period of 1 hour, at most 1 hour, 30 minutes. So we have taken advantage of this opportunity that we have to ensure that we have a rapid response. So we'll be having rapid response teams in the local government and rapid response teams in the state. And INEC has created a layer of staff known as the field technical officers. These are technicians and experts who have been prepared at the ward level. We have 326 wards in Anambra State, and we have deployed each of these in each of the wards to be able to respond to emergencies, technical glitches that might arise as the elections progress.
Okay, since we're talking about preparations and we're looking at issues of possible failures or impossible failures, may God help us in all of this, but let's ask this question. What's the response time you have planned? Should there be a failure in any part of Anambra State between the time of failure and the response time? How much time do you give to ensure that this replacement parts or personnel are brought in to ensure the elections go through?
I just mentioned it. We have already timed ourselves, and we are confident that in 1 hour, 30 minutes, we'll be able to respond to any kind of emergency in any part of the state.
Riverine or not riverine?
Of 1 hour, 30 minutes.
And this would include the riverine areas as well?
Of course, we have standby boats arrangements we have made for the riverine areas. In the riverine areas, it might be additional time, but we have made arrangements for standby boats for the field technical staff, as well as for other supervisory staff that will be part of the election.
Mr. Orji, in closing, would you please just advise the people of Anambra what you'd want them to do on election day to make sure that everything is hitch-free?
Our commitment is to ensure that the people of Anambra this time will have an enhanced voter experience. Anambra people have not really enjoyed voting, if you know the history of the state. So we have made a commitment that this time we will do all within our means to ensure that voting experience is enhanced, such that when you call out people again, 2019 is just about the corner, they will be happy to come to vote. Okay. Our aim is that after this election,
Thank you very much, Mr. Nkwachuku Orji, Resident Electoral Commissioner, Anambra State. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.